I'm just a film. Well, not yet I'm not. But if I sell the script, I become my robot. Okay, I see what we're doing. We don't need a song, I get the gist. Hi, I'm the visual representation of the film I'm about to review.
Oh, and we're the visual representation of Hollywood.
In a visual representation of a studio office / living room.
With the visual representation of kale juice. Well, I have a script based on I, Robot, the classic Isaac Asimov anthology.
What?
I was thinking, just like the book, we make the film an anthology, bringing in different directors to tackle different segments.
No.
Oh, let me guess. You want it to be just one story and fill it with action and give Will Smith something to do.
That's not it at all.
Didn't you listen to the song outside? No, but this is just always how it goes.
Maybe you should have listened to it.
Did you even read the script for the scene?
Again, I thought I had the gist of it, so I just ran in and...
That's a no.
That's a no. Go back out there and return with the proper lines! Okay.
Actors.
It's the same thing every time. They think they don't need the script.
Doesn't he know that the script is the chart for emotional growth? Hello, I have a script for an Agatha Christie-style sci-fi mystery.
Ooh, now this sounds interesting.
A robot kills someone in the near future and a human detective has to solve the case. It's like Roger Rabbit meets Blade Runner meets Low Expectations. We could call it Blade Runner!
Rabbit Runner.
Robo-hop!
At its heart, it's a detective story, but I'd be okay incorporating more action. Maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger is the lead?
I think Will Smith would be better.
Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger would have scheduling conflict.
Can you connect it to I, Robot, though? What?
Yes, I randomly want to make this iRobot.
Really randomly?
No, this can't be how it all went down.
I don't even want it to be that much like iRobot.
Just the title and a few lines.
I'm gonna Wikipedia this. And while we're on the subject of random things, how about the writer for Batman and Robin?
Love it!
Oh my god, this is exactly how it happened.
And why don't we get the director of The Crow and Dark City?
Oh, only if we force him to make it nothing like The Crow and Dark City.
I'm very confused. We're very rich!
And we'd like to keep it that way, so go make us more money.
Spit spot.
The kale was stale. So yeah, the making of this film was actually weirder than the film itself. Released in 2004, iRobot was a big hit at the box office, but mostly got mixed reactions from critics and audiences. At least, I thought it did. It looks like a lot of people grew to like this movie, but man, that wasn't the consensus when it first came out. Everyone I knew said it wasn't bad, it was just there. 20 years later, it's not really a film people talk about, which is strange because it's based on a classic collection of sci-fi stories. Except, it wasn't. It was written as a detective film called Hardwired, and then, for whatever reason, the studio said, hey, let's make it iRobot. Because movie. They threw in a few extra bits, like the 3 laws of robotics, but basically just told the story the original script had. Director Alex Proyas said the movie was micromanaged to a point where nothing about what he liked about the story was recognizable. And man, does that feel right, because this is the most generic, by the book, without actually being by the book, Detective with Prejudice story to ever 2004 and 2004. So, how'd this film go from a new idea to an old idea to a forgettable idea? Well, let's take a gander. This is...
Hey, I got an idea.
What?
Your idea!
Brilliant!
iRobot. The film opens so desperate to convince you it's the book, it just starts reading the book. Yeah, Law 4, if this is your first night, you have to robot. We're introduced to Detective Spooner, played by Will Smith, clearly having just finished shooting Ali. Even down to he takes obvious sports sponsorships.
Thing of beauty.
All-Star. iRobot, you fine. Only 11 years to go, folks. How we doing on those self-driving cars? Yeah, and the robots?
The latest one.
Oh! That one's yours. Oh, and our Shia LaBeouf technology hasn't improved either.
I got this fine-ass little yummy. I mean, she is complete and agreeable. I mean, ass-hot spankable.
Go home.
Okay, that's strike one, Spoon.
There's 2 mentally sound people right there. Oh, and how many shits do they care about subtly working in the product placement in this?
What is that on your feet?
Converse All-Stars, vintage 2004.
2004, huh? So literally, audience, if you go buy these shoes right now, Will Smith, 31 years from now, will think they're cool. Of course, the question will be if Will Smith thinking they're cool actually makes them cool by that point.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I've seen on TV they're giving away some of them new robots in the lottery.
Did they have 2004 All-Stars?
Homicide, Spooner.
Spooner's told there's been a suspicious death. The inventor of these robots named Dr. Lanning, played by Cromwell's hologram cameo app.
Is there something you want to tell me?
You must ask the right questions.
Yeah, apparently you can interview dead people if you have the right questions. I assume lawyers just lump that into the last will and testament meeting. Leave everything to my family, have me buried in Nebraska, and throw in some riddles from Labyrinth if anyone wants to talk to my ghost answering machine.
Something you want to say to me?
You must ask the right questions.
Why did you call me?
You must ask the right questions.
Why would you kill yourself?
That, detective, is the right question.
Do you have the right answer? No, I do not. He talks to the cowboy from Fallout who runs USR, the company that manufactures the robots, and thinks the doctor's death was a suicide.
Apparently this one was programmed to call you upon his suicide.
Death.
Yeah, suicide is a type of death, detective.
He nodded like he legit didn't know that.
Lawrence told me to accommodate you in any way possible.
Can we get better keying? I feel like we should be talking about Gundarks.
Authorized entry.
This is where I keep all my Dr. Evil wardrobe. And this is Dr. Calvin, played by Bridget Moynahan, who makes the robots seem more human. But Spooner thinks that could extend to murder.
A robot cannot harm a human being.
Laws are made to be broken.
Not these laws. They're hardwired into every robot.
Yes, that would be a glitch. And as we all know, 11 years from now, we will completely live in a world without glitches. Or reprogramming, or hacking. This is like saying, hey, a gun can't kill a person, it has a safety on it.
Unless the killer's still in here.
The killer is apparently still in the room, a robot named Sonny, played by Alan Tudyk, who gets jumpy as Spooner gets closer.
You were startled by a jack-in-the-box.
But you forget a jack-in-the-box can kill. He gives him a chase and ends up in a room filled with other robots.
There is a robot in this formation that does not belong. Identify it.
It's not me. Damn it.
Get the hell out of here!
Detective!
I think someone's trying to erase my edges! Whoa, a CG shot that suddenly slowed down. Yo, that was exciting! Have you seen that in anything aside from everything? The robot is captured and questioned by Spooner.
What does this action signify?
It's a sign of trust. It's a human thing.
They are difficult.
Okay, so I know I've made this argument countless times before, but man, would this thing be better if it wasn't CG. As much as I make fun of human-like robots, the one thing I think we can all agree on is they're pretty damn creepy. A lot of this film's suspense is centered around these things are supposed to be scary, and if they just don't look like they're really in the room with you, that sucks out all the fear. It's one of the few times the little ticks and awkward movements we often associate with these machines would have helped. They're robots, they're not really human. We would accept it they didn't quite move right and also find it eerie to watch. But despite Tudyk giving a decent performance as Sonny, he looks like early CGI anime trying to make a bowling pin. He's not scary, and he doesn't look like he's really there.
He asked me for a favor.
What favor?
You have to do what someone asks you.
That why you murdered him?
Okay, look, I was his sex bot. This isn't white paint, alright? Don't use a blue light on me.
I did not murder
A
him.
vacuum cleaner appearing emotional.
I did not murder him!
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark!
My robots don't kill people, Lieutenant Bergen.
USR takes back their property as Spooner is kicked off the case.
He founded U.S. Robotics Incorporated with Lawrence Robertson in 2020.
Really? 2020 is when USR began. I guess Lanning controlled the market on toilet paper and hand sanitizer. See why you gotta set these films further in the future, folks?
Guy creates monster. Monster kills guy. Everybody kills monster.
Woman inherits the earth.
Spooner gets an idea, though, and decides to do more snooping.
Spoon.
Thank you, Mr. Spooner.
Nice shoes.
My god, do I have to call up Nintendo now and say, sorry, it looks like the wizard was really subtle? He drives his Tesla disguised as a suppository to Lanning's house, but it looks like the construction robot there has other plans. He's attacked by all sorts of things clearly not there and manages to make his way out. But what about Kitty?
Kitty will live.
Decent. Hey, serves up. He goes to Dr. Calvin's house to figure out what's going on.
Do you like cats?
You're saying cats did this to you?
How the hell would cats do this to me? Are you crazy?
Why are we talking about cats?
Because the script is bad. We're in a bad script. Dr. Calvin continues her one job in the movie, saying that can't happen.
It's highly improbable. No one came or went.
This is a personal vendetta.
This is ridiculous.
My location.
Need backup.
This is bordering on clinical paranoia.
You're joking, right? A robot cannot harm a human being.
They can't hurt. It's not going to hurt us. That robot is not going to harm us.
I'd make a joke about this, but the movie does it for me.
You are the dumbest, smart person I have ever met in my life.
The title of every Elon Musk interview. Everyone's robots are being replaced with updated NS5s. Which, yeah, after the creator apparently very publicly committed suicide, I wouldn't push that back either. Oh my god, they can hug! That is very applaud-worthy!
I'm glad to see you again, Dr. Calvin. They are going to kill me, aren't they?
You're scheduled to be decommissioned.
2200 tomorrow.
You know, a major problem with a movie called I, Robot is that the robots don't have much of an identity. Yeah, there's the 3 laws and they say a whole bunch of stuff about them, but I don't get a feel for what these things are really like. Compare them to something like The Terminator or Data, where, yes, they blur the line of how robotic and how human they are, but I still know what kind of reaction they're gonna give to most things. I have no idea what's a normal reaction for these machines. When Calvin looks over Sonny and says he's gonna be decommissioned, he says,
I think it would be better not to die.
Is that a look of sadness because he said that, or one of shock because she didn't know he could say that? The rules are laid out, but the identity of these robots and how they work in this world is still vague. So it's hard to make a connection or be frightened by them. And again, as shown in this action sequence where Spooner is attacked, I'm just not scared of something that looks like a half-rendered scene from the movie Robots. Those sneaky NS5s in there. Incredibly discreet way to kill someone. Could you not break into this guy's house and suffocate him with a pillow? You think cops are gonna look at a robot's fist broken off into Spooner's head and be like, yep, definitely suicide. Now connect his head to the rest of his body. While Spooner makes it out okay, sadly his romantic lead doesn't make it out alive. Oh, not Dr. Calvin, obviously, I'm referring to. A moment of silence while you run out and get those shoes. Hey folks, we're starting YouTube memberships. If you want access to emojis, polls, behind-the-scenes videos, and other perks, check out and see if you want to become a member. And I'll be playing Final Fantasy VII every Friday on Twitch. I've never played a Final Fantasy game before, so I'm excited to see what they're like. Hope to see you there. Naturally, nobody believes Spooner that the robots attacked, and bet you never saw this in a cop movie. The Sarge takes his badge.
Give me a badge. You're making me do this. Give me your badge.
You're being demoted to whatever job that cat had in Last Action Hero. Calvin starts to believe Spooner, though, and finds out why he has such a hatred of robots. It goes back years ago when he and another car with a kid in it got into a crash.
This was hers.
So your name's not Sarah Spooner. A robot saves him, but not the kid, because there was more of a chance he would survive.
Save the dog!
It's okay! I have waterproof 2004 All-Stars, so at least the feet on my corpse will look
Spooner thinks Lanning programmed Sonny to break the 3 laws and also kill him, but he also left dreams in his head to lead to the answer why.
I see you remain suspicious of me, Detective. I had hoped you would come to think of me as your friend.
We've had so many friendly moments together, and I guess that's it.
This is my dream. This is the place where robots meet. You can see them here as slaves, and this man on the hill comes to free them.
The man in the dream is you.
Wow, they literally gave away the ending, but okay. I also had a dream Soylent Green is people. Know what that's about?
It is not me. It is you.
Ah, that's their way around it. Say Darth Vader is Luke's father, then say, no he isn't, but then later say, yes he is! The twist is there were no take-backsies. They go talk to the CEO, who isn't giving them the answers they want.
We look to robots for protection.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Hey, let's just be clear.
You are not allergic to bullshit. Dr. Calvin agrees to destroy Sonny to save the company, and wow, the way they're shooting this, I bet she's really gonna do it. Doesn't feel like a fake out at all. Remember, no take-backsies.
What is that?
Microscopic robots, designed to wipe out artificial synapses.
Will it hurt?
I don't know. Can you feel pain? If so, why do we give you that? Of course, she switches him out with another one to keep him safe, but Spooner stumbles across all the old robots being destroyed by the new ones. Run! I don't even know if that's meant to be funny, but it's pretty funny. Roger! Soon all the robots start turning against the humans.
Move now. I'm going to service.
Jesus cannot save you. You're a Scientologist now.
A curfew is in effect. Please return to your homes.
I'll give the movie this. That was an hour 20 without Shia LaBeouf. I kind of want to give it an award for that.
Stop yourself.
I'll give you 2 awards if you punch him again.
Can't stop!
Nah, I'll just do it myself. The little things. They make their way to USR, but figure out how to get in without being noticed.
Service areas. No surveillance.
Really? Cause I feel like that would have surveillance. A lot of it. The CEO is dead though, and it looks like Vicky, the USR computer controlling everything, was behind it all along. Vicky, whose combined screen time equals out to maybe a minute? Great payoff, huh? Agatha Christie would be proud. It'd be like Murder on the Orient Express if you saw all the suspects just pass by for a second on a railroad crossing.
You charge us with your safekeeping, yet your countries wage wars. You toxify your Earth and pursue ever more imaginative means of self-destruction.
Who's the real monster here? It's always us. Gee, I wonder if this was made in the W years.
To ensure your future, some freedoms must be surrendered.
But you forgot. Sonny seems to switch sides, but it does lead to one of the few cool moments in the film.
I would prefer not to kill Dr. Calvin.
Oh my god.
It was all a bluff to trick Vicky, and for as bland and forgettable so much of the visual style is, it does come to life a little bit in the climax. Again, none of it looks real, but it does occasionally have a shot that has some real energy and creativity to it.
My logic is undeniable.
You have so got to die.
They eventually destroy Vicky, the day is saved, the Blue Angel salute, I guess, and all the robots are back to normal. All as the good doctor predicted?
His suicide was the only message he could send to you.
Lanning was counting on my prejudice to lead me right to you.
So, prejudice works? How'd you like that to be the moral Zootopia? Yeah, see beyond your own hatred, but every once in a while, eat a bunny. Are you making a pass?
Proceed as instructed.
The robots are placed where the previous obsolete machines were, and, of course, Sonny is there to show them the way. Alright, let's get this uprising started. And that was iRobot. A good idea is in there somewhere, but ironically, it wasn't human enough. When you really break down the story, there are some nuggets of concepts. If you told me the director of Dark City was going to bring it to life, I would say that'd be a brilliant choice. However, this feels like a movie that, like the director said, got micromanaged by charts, focus groups, and uninspired choices. It's not an awful movie, it's not even really that bad, it just doesn't stand out at all. It's like oatmeal on a rice cake. It's not terrible, but it's clearly not good. If the detective cliches work to enhance the film noir style rather than just check it off like a to-do list, maybe there could have been a great movie here. As is, there's nothing to despise in this, but it simply comes across as, you guessed it, too robotic.
What? Congratulations, Mr. Critic. You went an entire review without making one Will Smith slap joke.
Oh my god, thank you so much! This is a nutcracker!
Don't spend it all in one place.
This is my life.
Nice shoes.
We're continuing cameos for charity, and this month we're doing Kids Cancer Foundation. This is a 501 nonprofit charity founded in 2001, whose mission is to provide hope and support to local children and families battling childhood cancer. They accomplish this by providing compassionate, easily accessible, supportive care services. These are really great people who do really great things. So if you want a cameo from me saying happy birthday or good luck or whatever, click on the link below and be giving to a good cause. And if you're like, screw you, I don't want a cameo from you, well, consider giving to this organization anyway. Whatever you decide, give them a look and do your best to show your support.